Alright guys, so today we are taking this team into the Legendary Goku event. So there were new missions that came out. Well, at this point they're not that new anymore. But one of the missions is to beat it with a Hybrid Saiyans team. And if you're running a Hybrid Saiyans team with like STR Ultimate Gohan as lead, this is going to be impossible. But if you want a Tech Trunks lead, an Int Future Gohan lead, a Gobros lead, this is going to be insanely easy. This is probably going to be a no item run. I mean, just look at the units that we brought. Like, there's not a weak unit here. Like, the unit that I feel like is most obscure here is that STR Rage Trunks. But he has 40% damage reduction all the time. And then, like, the lower your HP is, the more attack and defense he has. So right now, all he has is 40% damage reduction. He has no attack and defensive buff. So he's not great. But the later you get into the event, the better and better he gets, because the more regularly your HP will be low. So we did the Fusions one first. The Fusions one is definitely one out of all of them that I thought was going to be the most difficult. This one is going to be one of the easier ones. Like this one, Full Power, Pure Saiyans. Those three are going to be really easy. I do plan on doing videos on just about all of these. Just because in case if anyone's having like difficulty, I'll just show them like, hey, this is what I did. And I know that might not be very helpful for some people because like, hey, you're using a new Dokkan Fest exclusive, 2 summonable Dokkan Fest LRs, and you know what? You ain't wrong. But you know there are other units that you could use here. It's just these are probably the best. Just being honest. We're gonna put Gohan in the front slot here because Gohan most of the time he doesn't need to super. Like he doesn't need to be the priority. But because Trunks hasn't transformed yet, and if he supered, he would only be stacking up his attack and not his defense. Stacking up with Trunks doesn't really matter until he goes Super Saiyan. And because the Gobros have a limit on how much they can stack, I'm just going to keep them floated. And, you know, by the time we get late in the event, they will have stacked up enough, I think. This team will definitely not be as fast as the Fusions team. Like, that is one thing, because the Fusions team, like, blitzed this thing. I'm pretty sure I did it in, like, 20 minutes with the Fusions team. That's not what this team is going to do. This team is going to, like, slow down a little bit, stack up defense to the point where it's like we're not really going to be taking any damage. The Fusions team, it's like you'll go faster, but you need to use a lot of items. This team, I feel like it's really possible for a no item run. This may or may not be one. I'll tell you right now, I am going to win in this run. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to use items or not. If I have to use like a Ghost Usher or something against Inuai Goku, or if I feel like I want to, I will. Just because there are a whole lot of like no item runs on the Legendary Goku event on the channel already. I should have a playlist of the Legendary Goku event videos that you can check out. I don't know exactly how you check them out. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna say I'm a YouTuber. I have like 45 subscribers. Also, I should say thank you guys because over this past like month, I've gained like 5 subs, which I know for like a lot of like people you normally watch, that's like nothing at all, but like for me that's a lot of growth, especially considering I'm not gonna lie, over the past like month or so, the videos have been pretty low quality. And I apologize for that. There's a lot going on in my personal life right now, and I do want to keep the videos going up consistently so that I can continue to grow. Because if I don't grow, then there's no reason for me to make higher quality videos, you know. But I do just appreciate you guys. I wanted to let you guys know that. Anyways, that's enough of the soft, lovey-dovey nonsense. Back to the real masculine thing we're talking about, Dokkan battle. Man, if this ever gets to be my job, this would be so weird. It's like, hey, what'd you do at work today? Oh, you know, just did a few more runs of the Legendary Goku event. You know what it is. That if I said that to someone, they would be so confused. Like, hey, is Goku one of them anime boys? Yes, he is. What am I talking about? I'm not sure if you can tell. I drank a Red Bull. It's like 1 a.m. and no one's home. And the best time to record is when no one's at home, because then I'm not doing this, which I do sometimes in videos where it's like I whisper and I get real close to the mic and I'm almost doing ASMR. Videos are definitely much better if I'm back here just kind of talking really loudly. But like that's another reason why the videos have been lower quality, because like I haven't been able to do what I like to do, which is just, like, pretty much shout. Right now I'm shouting, you know? Like, my throat kind of hurts because I've recorded a few videos tonight. But, you know, when the iron's hot, you gotta strike. Just out of curiosity, we had, like, 70% HP here. Yeah, this Trunks is up to 82,000 defense. He also does stack up defense on super attack. I think it's 30% for 6 turns, if I remember. But, like, so far this team has just been cruising. It's been cruising to the point where I've just been talking about whatever. If you're still here, you're a champ, by the way. I don't know why anyone actually watches my videos, I'm gonna be honest. But I appreciate y'all. Now, I'm not sure how to say this, because, like, out of all of the new missions, for the Legendary Goku event, the most difficult one is the one that I did first, the Fusions one, obviously, right? But the one that I'm actually not sure if I can do right now, embarrassingly, is the Potara one. Because I do have the Potara team to beat it. I'm missing one unit. And LR Vegito. Int LR Vegito. There are 2 Great White Buffaloes on my account. That just, I've summoned thousands of stones on banners they were on, and I never pulled them. It's Int LR Vegito. I've probably gone like around 3,000 stones on banners that he was on, never pulled him. And AGL Blue Gogeta. And I probably went like 5,000 stones on banners that he was on and never pulled him. Now I did use blue coins, not blue coins, I used red coins on Blue Gogeta. But the thing is, I can't use coins on Vegito, because Vegito never comes back. Like, right now I have like over 1,000 red coins, and as soon as he comes back, you better believe I'm picking up a copy. But, like, he needs to come back for me to use coins on him, and he's not going to come back until the anniversary, which is like 4 months away, 5 months away, I don't remember. I think it's 5 months away. It's in July. But, I mean, I might need to wait until then to beat it, which is kind of embarrassing, but, you know, whatever. And I might not even need to use, hopefully at least, I don't need to use red coins on him by then, because I am going to summon, I'm going to summon a lot on the 5-year banners, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not summoning on another normal banner until the 5-year anniversary, because on top of Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito, which are insanely hype units, right? The thing that I'm actually most hyped for is LR Rose. Now, don't get it twisted, because some people like the Truth have been saying things like, you know, Rose is up there, he could be one of the best units in the game. He's not. He can hit a 5 million attack stat at 55%. Don't get that twisted. That doesn't make him the best unit in the game, though. Because if you compare him to, like, Blue Vegito, who does double supers every turn, stacks up his attack and his defense, he gets extra ki, like, he does so much more than Rose, and Rose pretty much just hits hard and takes a little bit of damage. And people do try to glance over the fact where it's like, Rose, he's not a bad tank. He's not as bad as people think he is, but he's also not as good as, like, some YouTubers want you to think he is, right? Like, he is probably he is a top 5 unit in the game. He is probably the 5th best unit in the game. But you know who's better than him? The 5th year LRs. LR Gohan and Goten. LR Kill and Caulifla. I mean, and that's good company to be with, right? But he's not better than them. There's no way he's better than them. I mean, just defensively, those units are on another level. And offensively, they're on a similar level. Like, they might not hit the same attack stats, right? But all 4 of the units that I mentioned, that I said were in front of him, do additional attacks. So you can't just look at his 6 million attack stat and be like, oh, he's better because he can hit a higher attack stat. That's the same thing that people who said, like, oh, Tech LR Broly is the best unit in the game. It's a very similar thing where they were just like, look, he uses his active skill and he hits like an 11 million attack stat, but that doesn't mean he's better than any of these other units, right? Now, I guess you can say Rose can hit those numbers like pretty much right out the jump, which is insane. I'm not saying Rose is bad, because remember I said I was looking forward to him more than the LR fusions, just because I'm a huge Super Saiyan Rose fan. It's just like, I feel like no one is getting him right. I feel like when his info was first out, people were saying he sucks, he's awful, and now I feel like that he's been released, people are saying he's the best unit in the game. And it's like, he's neither, okay? He's top 5, which is, you know, that's good. But it's, people, I feel I very rarely agree with, like, the majority of people. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Man, I just ramble. Why is anyone here? Okay, we're against the Tech God stage, apparently. Yo, I just blacked out. I was talking, and I was just kind of watching my audio levels go up and down. I was like, yada, yada, yada. And then I looked back down, and I was like, okay, so we're in the God stage now. Like, I wasn't talking about what's happening. I wasn't thinking about what's happening. Which I guess does just go to show you how good this team is, because we are at, like, 95% HP, and I've just been playing on autopilot this whole time. Like, this is the opposite of what I did in the Fusions run. In the Fusions run, I had to think ultra hard about every single move I made, because if I made the wrong move, I would die. And that's just the nature of the Fusions team. It's made to hit hard and win fast, whereas this team is just built to last. Future Gohan probably has close to his max. Whatever, I'm just going to put him up front. I'm going to put him up front just because I don't want him to have to take all his attacks and realize, oh, he only has 30% damage reduction here, and then we're going to die. Because 50% damage reduction, like 40%, like the Zamasu has, isn't great. 50% is when it starts to get good. 58%, like the Int Future Gohan, is really, really good. Once you get, like, above 50% is when damage reduction gets good. You know, because, like, 40%, it's not quite enough, but once you're getting rid of over half of the damage you would have taken, that's when it starts to become, like, a really, really nice effect. Okay, Goten. Goten doesn't hit very hard, but he is nice to have around just because he does make all those orbs. He does stack up his defense. He did take more damage there than I thought he would, to be honest, though. Now, once we get to the Int stage, I probably will transform with the transforming Trunkses into the Spirit Sword version. It depends on how high their defense is, because remember, in that Int stage, they're not going to be doing any damage unless if we do transform with them. But the thing about transforming with them is their defense will go down. So we do just need to keep prioritizing attacks with them. And if their defense is like probably 500,000 by the time we get to the Int stage, then I'll transform. But if it's not, I'll probably just stay like this, and then it'll just be a little bit of a slower run. Gohan has type disadvantage here. How much is this going to do? 97k, alright. After we beat this stage, Gohan's going to be taking double digits from every single super attack. Because AGL Goku doesn't have enough attack. STR UI, I mean, he has type advantage. And by the time we get to Int UI, his defense is going to be insanely high. So, 300,000 defense here from this Trunks. Let's see how much one orb heals us up. It heals us up a little over 10k. I think that was 12,000 HP one key sphere healed us up, which is insane. Now, on a team like this, it doesn't really matter who gets supered, because even in the last lot, that STR Trunks has type disadvantage. He won't take any damage. He has 40% damage reduction. Our HP was decently low here, so he should have pretty high defense. I'm not worried about anyone here taking a super. And by now, Future Gohan definitely has this 50% damage reduction. As well as the fact that because our HP, once again, was decently low, his defense should be high. He took double digits. If we get a double super here with Trunks, then, I mean, a super would do so little damage to him. No double super, but he is getting super attacked. I'm going to say 100k. 177k. That was significantly more than what I said. But the great part about having units that just have insane defense is, look, we'll just get same color orbs there. We'll get same color orbs there. And just like that, our HP, we got like an extra 100k HP. Just because I don't want to die, I'm going to use an Android 8. I probably didn't need to, but I don't trust Goten with type disadvantage. That's the only reason I did that. If Gohan or Trunks get supered here, we were fine. But Goten in that last slot is making me a little worried. Now, one thing I should mention here is most of the team is only on a 120% lead. That's why LR Gohan was only at like 2.8 million there. Which is a decent attack stat, but obviously it's nothing insane. But just having two of these Trunkses is so valuable that I feel like it's worth running most of the team under a double 120% lead. There are actually 4 units on, so a little over half the team is actually getting his full category leader skill. The 2 Trunkses, Future Gohan, and then the STR Trunks are all getting the full leader skill, and then everybody else here is just getting the sub leader skill, which is fine. Oh, the Gobro's here at 163,000 defense. Okay. They're still going to take damage from UI Goku, though. From STR UI Goku, they'll be fine, which is nice. I just realized I didn't check Trunks' attack. Well, defensive stat is what I meant. But Trunks' attack stat here, if he gets an additional, he's over 3 million. Or next time we see him, his attack stat's over 3 million. Which is crazy. Man, I wonder when Int Gohan is going to come back. The Int Future Gohan. Because as soon as I get Int Future Gohan, this physical Future Gohan gets so much more valuable to have. Just because, like, next to each other, they're so good. I don't know. And plus, just the Int Future Gohan seems so fun to use. Just all these new units, like Cooler, even Android 13. I feel like Android 13 gets shat on a little too much. All of the new units, well, new leaders, where it's like they have a decent amount of attack and defense, as well as the fact that they're a support type unit. I mean, all of them look really fun to use. I feel like Android 13 gets a little more hate than he deserves. He's not bad, okay? And, man, you know what Truth says that makes me really mad? Also, I guess if you don't know who Truth is, he's a big Dokkan YouTuber. The Truth DT, you look him up. But one thing he says all the time about units, they're either the best in the game, or they're mid. And I hate it when he calls a unit mid. I don't know why, but it's just like... I think it's the term mid that I don't like. Maybe it's the fact that I don't like a boomer saying mid. Because Truth is like almost 40 years old. And he's just like, man, he's mid. It's like, do you even know what you're saying right now? I'm not sure if you do. Okay, this Trunks is over 3 million here. Oh, we got dodged. 3.1 million here with the additional. Okay. Next time we get this Trunks, I do want to check our defense and just see how on track we are for being able to transform against UI Goku. Because I think the number I said was I'd like us to be over 500k. But if that isn't super realistic, then I might just transform anyway and just blow a few items. Because with this team, you could definitely do a no item run, especially if you maybe swapped out STR Goten. I just brought him for the key spheres. But if you brought like a more, I don't know, a better defensive unit, as opposed to just basically a key support unit there, I mean, that would be really good. Okay, we got an 18 key with Gohan and Goten, which can be difficult sometimes considering they don't have prepared for battle, which I still don't really get, but whatever. 2.8 million with type advantage should do some nice damage to STR UI Goku here, hopefully. Not even a full bar, actually. Okay. 2.9. One thing I should mention, well, I guess I should have mentioned it before the 18-minute mark. My Trunks does have an extra dupe over the Friends. My Trunks has 2 dupes, and the Friends only has 1. It's really rare in a video when my unit is better than the Friends. But I hopped in and out of this event like 2 or 3 times, and the best I could find was a Trunks with 1 dupe, and I was like, it doesn't really matter. Because of how fast Trunks stacks up his defense, I mean, you could do this with a 55% Trunks. Okay, so my Trunks is at 400,000 defense here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able... Oh, we're about to get a Dokkan mode. Whatever. That doesn't really matter. I'm not sure. Actually, with this Dokkan mode, I know for a fact we're not going to get to 500,000 before we get to UI Goku. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just wait till we get like below half health on UI Goku. And then I'm going to transform with the Trunkses, just to speed it up a little bit, because for the first half, I do want them to keep building up their defense, because 400,000 defense, even with type disadvantage, they're going to be taking double digits, probably even from supers from UI Goku. But if they transform, that's a completely different story. So I just want to play it safe for a little bit. 3.3 million attack. Okay, and he got dodged. My Trunks has been getting some additionals. I'm pretty sure my Trunks has 15 additional, if I remember correctly. I actually am going to check that. And because we did just get supered, Future Gohan has nothing to worry. 41k though, that's significantly more than I thought it was going to be. This Trunks is probably going to take less than that, hopefully. 39k piece. That's still not great. Now this is going to mess with me forever. My Trunks has 12 additional. Retroactively, I think I would take 3 away from his crit and give it to his additional. I don't know if I'm just weird, but that's how I think I would like his splits to be. Goten here. So, like, I could mess up my rotations. Well, I could have messed up my rotations and put Trunks in that last slot. But here I'm just being reckless with items because I'm just trying to get a win here. I'm just trying to have fun and get a win. Which, I mean, with this team, isn't very difficult. If I was planning to do a no item run, I would have just messed up my rotation here. But because I don't care about items, I'm just going to keep my rotations intact and just spam items. Well, I say spam items. That was my second item I used, and we're about to get to UI Goku, which for most teams is actually like really, really good. But here it's just like we've basically been chilling this whole time. Can we get a crit? No. Okay. So it looks like next rotation we're probably going to finish it up, barring like a few dodges. I guess we could be against STR UI Goku for like 9 more turns, because he could just dodge all of our attacks. And that does happen sometimes where UI Goku just decides you're not touching me for like the next 3 turns. And a lot of times that's really bad, but like depending on like your team, sometimes it just doesn't matter. Like with a team like this, it probably wouldn't matter, because he's not doing any damage to us, you know? He would do damage to future Gohan though. 3.38 million. Gosh, Trunks hits so hard. Crit? No crit. Okay, now please don't super future Gohan. Now supering him wouldn't... The difference between a super and a normal for a unit that has damage reduction isn't... Oh, he took double damage. Oh, we have the Whis live. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I activated a Whis last turn. I was like, why is he taking significantly less damage? Okay, this is upsetting now. We're gonna put Trunks in that first slot, just because I want him to stack up his defense, and that's pretty much all that's gonna happen here. Because if the first attack lands, it's gonna knock him out, and Trunks needs to stack his defense more than Gohan does, obviously, because he has type disadvantage, and I probably would like to transform with him at some point. Whereas Gohan cannot transform because there's not an android category ally on the team. At least I hope there's not. Because if there is, then I would need to do this again with the full hybrid Saiyans team. Oh. Okay, look at this. I wasn't gonna transform right away. But did you see all those tech spheres? I mean, it would be almost criminal not to. Absorb that big ball of spirit energy and put it in your sword, because that's what you do. He does not have very much defense. We'll do that. And then we can give him all of those. How much defense does he have now? 300,000. That's decent. Whatever. Here we are just going to use a Whis again, because we can. We probably don't need to. I'm just being super safe. I'm not even worried about Trunks here. He got so many orbs that his defense is fine. I'm really just worried about Goten in that last slot again. Okay, boop. Nice crit there. He had type advantage, so it didn't matter as much, but, you know. Please don't dodge this. 4.9 million attack stat. God. Okay, 2.2 million damage there. One thing I forgot to mention, I think, the main reason you transform with him against UI Goku is because that does make him super effective against all types. Whereas before that would have done like no damage. There that did like 2 million damage. See here, the key orbs aren't as perfectly set up, so I'm actually not going to transform with this Trunks. On top of the fact that this Trunks didn't stack up as fast. Boop. So the Gobro. Okay, perfect. I was going to say the Gobro's getting super into the last slot is the worst thing that could happen here. But I think Gohan is probably going to take double digits. Yep, 57 damage. 2.68, and he landed. Please crit, Gohan. Please crit. I just want to finish this. Nice. Now next rotation, hopefully orbs are set up a little better. I'm pretty sure Trunks only changes orbs when you first transform with him, which does kind of suck. But it should be fine. 1.7 million crit. We like those. Okay, double digits. My Gobros have no dupes, so it's very unlikely that they crit, so here they're just basically going to be in the way. This rotation is fine. It obviously would be better if we could get more orbs. How many... Okay, no, those Tech Orbs did not fall the way that I wanted them to. Only 253,000 defense. Whatever, I'm just going to spam items. Once again, probably didn't need to use that item. Like, that was a healing item that I just used, and I'm pretty sure we were full HP. But, you know, just rather be safe than be sorry. This is the opposite of what I was doing in the Fusions run, by the way. In the Fusions run, I was like, whatever, I gotta risk it for the biscuit. Here, it's like, yeah, whatever, I'll just use an item. When in doubt, just use an item. Now, if the key is in a better position next rotation, I am going to transform with the other Gohan, just to speed it up even more. I'd like to do this in under half an hour. This really does go to show you how much easier it is with this team versus how fast it was with the Fusions team. Because with the Fusions team, I was done like 5 minutes ago, over 5 minutes ago. Whereas on this team, it's like I'm only halfway through in UI Goku's life bar. Hold up, because depending on what he changes here, this could be a really, really good nuke. Hopefully his defense wasn't that low. If it was at least 400k, he should be able to tank depending on the amount of orbs we get him. Okay. And that's fine. It could have been better, but that's fine. Right there. And 207. Whatever, right? If we die here, I'm going to be so upset. The one turn where I'm not like, whatever, we'll just use an item. I'm really glad that UI Goku's not dodging these Trunks attacks, by the way. He's letting this go significantly faster than it could have. Double super. Oh, he dodged one. Okay. That would have been like an 8.6 million attack stat. Super effective against all types. Okay, now UI Goku's just dodging everything. Please, super. Please. If he supered Goten, I don't think he would do 475,000 damage. At least, hopefully, he wouldn't. Right? Goten is okay defensively. 75k on a normal. Ow. Huh. I'm afraid I'm gonna... Whatever, I'm just gonna do that. That didn't mess up the key that much. Because there are 2 tech units here, whatever, I'm just going to take the turn. It's also going to go faster. We have like 2 minutes for it to be under half an hour, and I think we could do it. As long as he stops dodging. Please. You're just prolonging the inevitable. Okay. 2.8. Super effective against all types. Nice. Okay, just basically 2 bars of health left. Don't dodge this. Nice. Okay. Just pretty much 1 bar of HP left. If the Gobros hit this, now there is just 1 bar of HP left. Next rotation, we're definitely going to finish it up as long as he lets us hit him. Which, you know, there's nothing saying that he will. That is 3, 6, 7 orbs. That's a good amount. We'll just get 1 blue orb here with Gohan, just to heal us up. No super. Perfect. 3.3 million. Just let this hit. Awesome. We're done. So, Hybrid Saiyans, definitely easier than Fusions. Hybrid Saiyans is probably one of the easier ones. Ooh. We got that nice little KO screen. Now, I think I'm going to do this with all these videos, actually. Where at the end, I'm going to accept the mission, and then I'm going to just go do one of those ticket multis, and we'll just see what happens. It says I completed 2 missions. What would that be? Oh, one of them is a daily. Okay. Can I accept? Okay. Apparently the daily was the Silver Hercule statue. Let's see what we get here. Now, really the only thing... There's nothing featured on this banner that I could use. But one thing that I could use on the banner is LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I do have him. I have no dupes of him, though. So that's really what we're going for. So that was base form. Screen crack? No, okay, that's upsetting. So far, I've done 4 multis on this banner since these missions came out, and I've gotten 0 SSRs. But they are free summons, so, you know, super attack fodder and Baba points for free. It's fine. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider to leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I will see you guys next time.